Hi guys!
Today we're here with our friend Mark, who is a property agent in Singapore and also a very active property investor.
How many properties you have so far?
I currently have 7 in Singapore and UK.
Malaysia there?
Malaysia, not at the moment.
Okay, so later he will share his thoughts on our KL home.
But first, we just share with you guys some background of how we got to know Mark. So basically, we signed up for classes to learn about property investing, like how people make money through property. And then there were mentors who were teaching the classes and agents sharing real case studies. And Mark was one of the agents that shared during the classes. And I think he stood out to us a lot because we felt like he was very meticulous in helping his clients to sell their property, buying their property. So we initiated to speak to him.
If you all got watch our decluttering video for our mum place, which is a hoarder. Yeah, and then we managed to clear the whole place and then rent out the 2 rooms, right? He's the agent that helped us find the tenants to stay.
So now basically Sean's mom can retire because of Mark lah.
And he's also the agent that helped us sell our HDB home in Yishun at a very good price within 1 week.
Yeah.
And also because we are located in Malaysia when we were selling our house, right? He's the one that helped us do all the things to ensure everything is fast free. So you only go back 1 or 2 times to just sign documents and then go HDB there and that's it. And also he pauka liao for us.
So of course we learned about property investing. We also want to get started with our investment journey.
Yeah, next move.
Yeah. So there's this term that we learned in the classes called homevestor. Maybe Mark can explain a little bit more about what it means.
Homevestor is a word combining from home and investor. Now, investor is someone who use property to just make money. And then you have a homeowner who wants a property just for homestay. The question now here is, can the 2 of them be together? Can you actually have a homestay that also help you to make money? That's what a homevestor is for.
So initially, our plan was to buy a place. Yeah, also be a homevestor, buy a place in Singapore and then stay and hope for capital appreciation for our house. But then he brought us to see a lot of units that we chose to go and see. All the units that we choose and our requirements, right, are quite weird. Then he always advised us, you don't buy this, you don't buy that because XXX, there will be issue when you sell next time. Yeah, so he gave us a lot of things to take note of when you buy a place.
Yeah, and he never tried to sell us for the sake of selling. If it's really not a good unit, he'll just tell us, 这个 I don't recommend.
Yeah, lor. Even before we go into the house, he say, this one you can see but you don't buy because of this certain reason. Yeah, lor. So we learn a lot when we go viewing with him. To be honest, right, we view more than 10.
Sean views so much until maybe he can go and be like his part-time property agent.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah.
Throughout the whole Singapore, we view from the east to the west to the north already.
Yeah.
Oh, the soft too expensive.
I would say more than 20.
More than 20, he never called pay us at all.
So because after viewing so many units, we couldn't find a unit that we felt like we could be a homevestor in. Because of that and also many other reasons which we shared on our YouTube before, right? We decided, okay, we'll just stay in Malaysia. We'll relocate to Malaysia. Yeah, so when we bought this home in KL, it never go through his approval lah. So basically today, we want to hear from his point of view of what he thinks about our home in KL.
No, you buy anything, you don't need my approval.
Feel more got assurance when got his approval.
Yeah. No, to be fair, I don't know much about KL properties at all.
Okay.
Yeah. So my impression is that usually they are very not well maintained.
Okay.
Okay, and the workmanship is that kind.
Okay.
Yeah, right. I know it's gonna be cheaper, and freehold is a norm. But yeah, I think what you have here today really fits your lifestyle.
Yeah,
really
right, huh?
fits your lifestyle.
Can you try to find for us in Singapore? Can you find
Damn
this?
hard, damn hard.
It's either
Damn
very
hard.
expensive or cannot find.
Yeah. Because if you really want that nice view,
So one of our requirement is we want to have unblocked nice view.
yeah, correct. And really, most of the time, unblock nice view, right, is you got to be very near a highway where that gives you a very big clearance. Okay, but you're gonna get noise.
Yes.
Yeah, or you're gonna be near a nature reserve, nature park, right?
Or very, very ulu.
That might be ulu might be Even if it's not ulu most of the time, I can say a lot of the buildings that near a nature park in Singapore are not high.
Oh.
So you don't get that commanding view like what you have here right now. Yeah. See, hard right?
Yeah. So we gave him a very difficult job until really run all around Singapore.
It's either that or got view but too expensive already.
Way out of our budget.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just as a disclaimer, I'm just coming from a property investor in Singapore, based in Singapore, right? Perspective about Malaysian properties. And in Singapore, we like to look for close to MRT, close to shopping mall. You have or not?
No.
I think there are condos or places that are near MRT station also.
Right.
But we're not sure because
We're not familiar with the area maybe.
when we come here to see a property, we only see like 2 different places. One is Mont Kiara. I think you heard before. The
Yeah,
other
I
one
heard
is this Desa Park City.
Yeah.
Which when we come here, we already like, okay, no MRT, but never mind, we like here.
Yeah, because
Right.
it's pet friendly.
Okay.
So for us, it's a big thing, pet
Yeah.
friendliness.
Then how about like shopping malls, amenities, buy groceries?
Haven't you go around and see
Yeah.
Okay, so he come and visit us for one day only. Then he said, hey, why not you sit down and just do a video together with us? This whole place got 2 malls within this place, and then outside there are still malls. And Malaysia is very popular for having a lot of shopping malls.
Oh, right.
Like every few months got
a new mall
that
opening.
sprout up.
Ah.
Until we see people in our comment before, they call it like Malaysia.
Oh.
Yeah.
But they want more
Right.
recreation place, like parks, all these
Yeah,
things.
yeah. Okay, you brought a good point. I like running. I like so do I have parks over here?
Yeah, below is
Yeah,
a lot
right
of
downstairs,
parks.
right,
The
yeah,
lake lah.
yeah.
You haven't
Okay.
been there. Sorry,
Yeah,
we haven't bring him so basically, he's just going to give a review about our house, his first impression
Yeah.
of our place.
Anyway, then just for some context, okay, so this is a 3-bed, 2-bath. How big is it?
1,400 plus square feet.
Yeah, 1,400 square feet. Yeah, of course you don't get this size in Singapore, right? I mean, you can, but expensive lah, huh? So our 3-bed, 2-bath is likely to be about 1,000 square feet. 1,000 square feet. I like the materials that are being used here, but I understand this is like the renovation from the ex-owner lah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay,
Got
but
lucky.
yeah, you got lucky. The renovation here is very, very nice. It's a material like marble that we won't really use at our homes.
Yeah, actually, if given my own budget to renovate, I would never choose marble. I'll
Will you
just
choose?
choose plain vinyl.
No.
You got budget leh?
I'm an investor. I hardly spend so much money.
Oh.
I will spend
Oh
my money.
yes, yeah.
It's ROI lah, every dollar is for me lah. For me lah. I like the room size. I like the room size. It's really spacious. You can put king size beds inside. You know, you still got wardrobe. You still can put study desks inside. It really is the kind of your old school big rooms, that kind of design. This morning I just mentioned because of your island, it's gonna be a bit hard to put a dining table. Yeah,
yes.
but that's your decision.
Yeah, lah, because 2 of us only.
Yeah,
we don't need a
correct.
dining table. We got a coffee table can turn into dining table.
Yeah.
That's why we extended it. Because the previous owner actually got dining table there one.
Ah.
Yeah. Then the island are really shorter and round. But then we changed the whole thing because
Only 2 of us.
Yeah, lor. And we don't have a wet kitchen anymore. We
Yeah.
convert our wet kitchen to our cat toilet. Yeah, lor, that's why.
Oh, one more thing. You don't have a storeroom per se, right? A utility room, storeroom per se.
Actually, in Singapore, we also got no storeroom.
You knock yours down, yes.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
we knocked it down.
In theory, your HDB had a storeroom one. Yeah, the original
Yeah.
floor plan. Yeah.
So we try to just have less things to
yeah,
counter
lor, yeah, lor,
that.
yeah, lor.
Do you
Yeah.
notice we got very little things?
Exactly. I don't know how you keep it so clean.
No things then clean, no? That's why.
I will have like ling ling long long, like, you know, like letter lah, pen on the table lah. Where's your table? You don't even have a table.
A small coffee table. Lor.
No, because I suck at doing household chores, so I need to keep it as simple as possible. Otherwise, I'll be a burden to him.
Yeah,
Yeah,
correct.
lah, no storeroom. Yes,
No
I
storeroom,
realize.
yeah. So in a Singapore perspective, right, if I have 1,400 square feet, right, definitely there will be some space for storeroom. There's going to be like helper's room, maybe even, yeah. So there will be a lot of compromises. You will probably make your room smaller so you can generate more space elsewhere. This is just a efficient thinking that we need to have in Singapore. Over here, you can throw that thinking out.
Because space is abundant.
Space is abundant.
Yeah. Actually, I realized that last time when we view a lot of properties in Malaysia, no storeroom.
Yeah, it was not
don't
a thing that we were
Ah,
looking for,
okay.
or it wasn't
Yeah.
a thing that was always present.
Is it common for condos in Malaysia to have storeroom? Guys, can you like leave a comment below and let us know? Because so far the condos that we view in Desa Park City, we went to One Central Park or even Park Region,
Southbrook.
Southbrook, no storeroom.
I know one thing they always show is powder room.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like it's a common thing. Like powder room, like, oh, so interesting. No shower
No
one.
shower.
Yeah.
One. Yeah, then
But no storeroom, yeah.
Yeah, even Mont Kiara, maybe only got one storeroom. The older
The
one
super
got
big
storeroom.
one, yeah.
Super big one.
Interesting, huh?
realize.
In fact, powder room is something rare in Singapore. So, if you want powder room in a condo, right, typically, it's rare to begin with, but if you were to find it, you will find it in like the 4-bedroom, 5-bedroom, or you'll find it in landed houses.
Or very atas condo.
Yeah, basically you're talking about the upper echelon.
Not common in Singapore.
Not common, not common.
Don't have
no,
one, right? Yeah.
Totally, yeah, weird.
And their one bedroom
Yeah.
is around 800 plus to 900 square feet. which is a 3-bedroom size
Yeah,
in Singapore, right?
correct.
Yeah, lor.
We used to have that size of 1 bedroom in Singapore. We used to have. But what's going to happen is, it's really for enjoyment. No? It's for homeowners. No? Because when it comes to investor perspective, right, you realize that, hey, I pay so much to buy 800-900 square feet 1 bedroom. How many people can rent to? 1, 2 people, 3 is the max. So the rent that I can collect from this expensive house is only that little, but I paid so much for it. So it doesn't make so much sense.
Everything must efficient, must chop.
Yes, then you must pass a lot of criteria.
Yes.
That's why I feel like Malaysian a bit spoiled in their home because of the abundance of space, right?
Right.
And their house, most of them, their house size is big.
Yeah, in fact, I think when we were sharing about our home tour, got people say our house small.
Yeah, for people say a house small, because they say with this budget you can buy landed home.
Okay, that's my question. With this budget, why you never buy landed home?
I'm the one that do household chores. Landed home, I still have to go outside and cut grass.
Yeah,
And he's scared of cockroach. So like, if got cockroach,
I mean, it never crossed our mind.
Yeah,
Landed
okay.
home, but a lot of people dream is to have a landed home. Your dream to have landed home also, right? You mentioned
Yeah.
before. Yeah lah, but
Well, I thought it was a norm here. Okay, let us know. I don't know what's the concept between condo and landed.
I think a lot Malaysian they want to have landed home.
a
Most
lot of
of
them grow up in landed homes.
Yeah, until like recently, then condo more and more people buy because of like I think it's
Maybe-
a maintenance.
Yeah.
Yeah, or
Younger people don't like to do household chores, maybe.
Yeah, lor.
Okay.
Yeah. But then if within our budget we want to buy a landed, we can, but the location isn't that ideal. Lor.
Okay.
That's the thing. And then
Yeah.
it's the first time for us relocating to Malaysia. We
Yeah.
don't know much location here. When we come here, everything is like question mark.
Yeah.
Yeah, so one thing is also safety. Condo got security.
Yeah.
Then another township is gated also.
Yeah. And speaking of security, right? Then how? I mean, a lot of places will tell you about security, right? But legitly, how safe is this place? Yeah. What do you think?
I feel like at midnight can go out and eat, walk and eat.
I feel here Desa Park City is
Yeah.
quite safe, to be honest. Like even the security here very strict.
Oh,
Like
yes,
10 p.m. I cannot go to the swimming pool. They don't allow us to walk to the swimming pool. They say management don't allow.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then the guard is always stationed at the lift area, at the gantry area before you enter the condo.
Yeah.
Even at the side gate also got guard. Yeah, lor. So very strict.
Yeah, and you mentioned that they kind of like recognize you. That means they make the effort to really eyeball and
Yes,
see
yes. They
who
remember
is
our
not
unit
who's a
number
stranger.
also.
Yeah, that's why cannot Airbnb lor. And one thing like Malaysia condo and Singapore condo very different is when you order GrabFood, when you order your Shopee or Lazada, right? In Singapore they deliver to your doorstep.
Yeah, usually can lah.
Malaysia cannot. They all put downstairs at the lobby area, a dedicated area for food or for parcel. Then you go down and collect. That is the
Privacy. So I guess with this purchase, because we are so home buddies, right, Sean and I. So when we make this purchase, it was a fully like 100% emotional buy, and it didn't fall into the category of homevester.
which a lot of buyers actually they buy with emotion. Correct?
Yeah, true, very true.
I mean,
Nobody-
as much as in theory, like we know homevester is a good thing, but then like in the end, we still just 100% emotional.
The heart take over the brain.
So do you think this still makes sense for us, this move to Malaysia?
I think it still makes sense. Okay, I mean, put a caveat here is that I don't think many Singaporeans are prepared to shift their lives to Malaysia. Like for example, I got a kid, right? If I want to enroll her in a Singapore school, it's pretty much impossible, right? So it's down to circumstances. But you know, in life, we all have two jobs, two things we need to do. The first thing is to reduce our cost of living. If you have an income, the next thing you want to do is to reduce your cost of living. So coming to Malaysia is definitely a damn good way to reduce your cost of living. If you want me to critique like, wait, is this like a good buy? You know, with this this money that you spend for this house, is this the absolute value good buy? I don't know how to comment. I don't know. Because at the end of the day, this is your lifestyle, your choice, correct? But I can see that you guys are very happy here. And even with these expenses of like this house, right, you are still living at a much cheaper rate than Singapore. Your cost of living is lower.
Yeah, it is.
So that is success number one. Then success number two, the second job we need to do in our life is how to grow our wealth. So other than reducing cost of living, we want to grow our wealth. So because now your names are free to buy a Singapore property, you can still tap into the Singapore growth potential, the Singapore rental market and everything, right, to grow your wealth through Singapore properties. So actually, you guys have become investors where you detach your home ownership needs, you bring it to Malaysia. Your investor needs, you keep it in Singapore.
Yeah.
You detach it. But a lot of times, a lot of Singaporeans cannot detach. Because if, like I said, I want to stay in Singapore, okay, and I want to make money, then I have to these two needs must always together.
So you got to compromise.
Something has to give way on, something has to compromise.
So in Singapore, we don't need to use our heart to buy. Just use our brain to buy.
In a way, yeah. So you're heart guided here, and then
Yeah.
you fulfill a lot of things here, right? So you're heart happy, then your brain can do other things.
Because he viewed so many new launches in Singapore, and a lot of sellers that look for him to sell their house, right, got see different kind of layout before. And then he tell us like, hey, your house actually I got some critique about it. Especially like one of the bedroom here, right, which is our cat room, our cat room.
Yeah, I'm a top complaint king. So your cat room, right? What I feel that is long but narrow. So the total area you get in a room is good but it's long and narrow, which means when it comes to positioning bed and wardrobe, there's going to be some awkward compromise. For this room, the one which I slept in, it has it's an odd shape, right? I mean, it's not a full square, it's a bit of slanted. I guess it's not a big deal. It's not that nice, but it's not a big deal because overall, if the room is big enough, people still feel that, hey, I still got tremendous space that I can do my things. So I think it's still fine.
When you sleep, does it feel spacious or no?
It does, it feels spacious. It's good, it's good. So that room is good. That room is squarish. In fact, I prefer that room. Yeah, then your master is perfect. Your master is perfect. The only
our bed a bit small.
yeah, you created such a nice big bed head, right? The frame so nice, right? Hey, wait a bit.
Queen size bed. Next time then we change.
Next time. Singaporeans, they like windows in their bathroom.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so it's a pity that your master bath doesn't have a window. It's through the suction ventilation fan. Small thing.
Guys, it's actually tips when you all buy your future home, right? Take note of all these little details.
Yeah.
So next time, when you want to sell a house, it's easier to sell because all these tick the box for other buyers already. I still remember when he rent out my mom's 2-room out to tenants that time, he actually vet through the tenant also to make sure that they are like good quality tenant, pay on time, not shady one. And he actually staged the room to even rent out. That means make the room nice, take photo, take video nice. And at the same time, when he sell our house was empty because we brought all our things here. So he brought props and everything to stage out the whole house.
So that the buyer can imagine what it's like living in the home.
Which is why our house got sold out within a week. Within a week got offer already.
Yeah. So actually this is not common. After that we realized that not a lot of agents would put in the extra effort.
Which is something that we really like, wow, so fast got offer. If you guys interested or you are looking to sell, buy, or you want to rent a place, right, feel free to look for him. I think I'll leave your WhatsApp number below in the description if you all want. Trustworthy one. We tried a lot of time already. Now we want to find a place via him as well. Not bad, right? Still viewing. We're still looking for place. Still finding.
It's fun. It's a very fun journey.
I think also because he's an active property investor himself, so when he bring his clients, he's also looking for potential, investment opportunities and all that. So he has really a lot of like golden information that every time we speak to him, learn something new. Yeah, so that's what we appreciate about Mark also.
He got experience. He walked the top. You got 2 Singapore condo in Singapore.
Waiting for his landed in Singapore only.
Speaking about lender, actually I prefer the high view. That's my personal preference.
Personal stay or purchase?
Stay.
Yeah, that's why you see Singaporean, they prefer condo, high condo.
I like the view.
Yeah, but for Malaysian, I speak to a lot of Malaysian, right? Even younger one, right?
Yeah.
Their dream is to stay in landed. You all can leave a comment why lah. But the thing is, I realize is a lot of Malaysian, their family cluster very bonded together.
Yes,
So when they stay landed, right, all come together, play. Singapore family nucleus smaller.
Not much smaller, much smaller.
Okay, so that's it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoy the banter from a Singaporean property investor and property agent point of view. Feel free to leave a comment below if you want to ask any question. You can help to answer
for
in the
sure.
comments.
For sure.
So now we are going to bring him to explore Desa Park City because he never see anything except our place. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Do remember to like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys next time.
Bye.